You know, man, if you can't beat them, at least make fun of them. That's my theory, at least. It might be dangerous. Just as well, I've got a bunch of duck wingmen down there to have my back. This isn't going to be perfect because of 9 years of brain damage. I've lost the gift of the gab. But this is my fucking spiritual warfare. Anyway, here goes. Again, it won't be perfect, but I've at least got to try. Hopefully I can get down here without falling over. This is where I probably needed video editing. It would have been a bit easier. Just check there's no witnesses around here. There's probably someone in that house over here, but anyways. Hello everyone, it's your old friend, Dr. Todd Grant A-hole. Back with another one. You can see I've been looking slightly different than my traditional office attire, and it's because I've had a spiritual awakening. It's been a dark and stormy old time for Dr. Grande, and I've come to realize the error of my ways. I owe the targeted individuals a big apology that they're not crazy, and I was a pause gaslighter. So anyways, I've spent many a day down at the banks of an old haunt of mine, the Green River. This was where I first plied my trade before the good folks at the CIA offered me my soy conversion therapy, and I shedded my skin like a good snake from being Gary Ridgway to Dr. Grande. You're going to have to bear with me here. I've got the vestibular damage because I'm a real targeted individual, and these 2x magnification glasses are tripping me the fuck out. They really are. But as you can see, I'm looking a little bit different. I've got this this pretty gangster looking singlet on. I've grown a bit of a beard. The good Lord's trying to strike me down with acorns here. But oh fuck. But anyway, so here's the story of my my transition from Gary Ridgway to Dr. Grande. So I was offloading a fresh failed bunch of patients into the Green River one night, and the boys in blue turned up and they said, "Hey, hey Gary Ridgway, what do you got there?" And I said, "Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to help these ladies, you know, find some rest at the bottom of the banks of the Green River." And they said, "Hey Todd, that's not on." And they took me away to a cell, and then about a day later, the CIA saw my potential. You know, they read my rap sheet and they thought, this guy's got some skills. And so they offered me a deal, and I took it. I just had to inject 5 gigatons of soy into my veins, and I lost all my masculinity and testosterone. I became a very soft-mouthed therapist. They said, "Don't worry, Todd. You'll still get to abuse the loose shot of human slaves, but you can do it discreetly. And even better, you can be above the law." And I said, "Sounds great, sign me up. What do I need to hand over?" And they said, "Your balls." And I said, "Oh, fuck. Oh, well, what other choice do I have, you know?" So I did it. And after 5 months of soy conversion therapy, I looked in the mirror and I said, "Oh, dear Lord, what have I done?" But there was no turning back, you know. They had me balls deep, and what am I meant to do, you know? So I buttoned up my shirt, and I mourned my masculinity, and I ran with it, you know. I just gave this soft-mouth gaslight for the last, what's it been, like 7 years on YouTube? So I yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering it all, but I traded my Lincoln automobile with its humble roots, you know, back when I was bundling my patients into the, you know, the trunk of my Lincoln automobile. That was my little office back in the day, and then I got this, after the soy conversion, I had this, this YouTube empire, you know. It was so easy, and all these bot cheerleaders saying, "Go Todd, you're the best one," you know. "You're the best one, Todd." I love Dr. Grande. He's so funny when he gaslights torture victims, you know. And it buoyed me up. I felt popular again, you know. I had my supply. I was above the law. I was untouchable, you know. But then, I don't know what happened. Eventually, you know, it just all got so overwhelming, you know. I think I had reached like peak soy toxicity or something, and yeah, I don't know how it happened, but it was a miracle, you know. I had a big spiritual awakening the other day, and well, 5 months ago, and I stopped shaving. I grew this fine-looking beard. It's a real one, you know. It's not like Lynn Bear. It's real. There's no band on there. It's a real beard. You know, the Lord, He gave me enough testosterone back that I could grow some proper facial hair again. And I can speak without sounding like I'm choking on nuts, you know. And I'm sorry, again, to you targeted individuals, you know. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Haven't seen any more of my old patients down at the bottom of the old Green River here, you know. I gotta say, you know, it felt more masculine doing it the good old-fashioned way, abusing people honestly. You know, you really had to earn your keep, you know, rather than this snake, Jimmy Carr, psychopath, deadpan. We're here to help targeted individuals, and they're all crazy, you know. That just felt kind of gay to me. I'm just gonna say it just felt kind of gay. Anyways, that's all I got for now. Good friend Todd Grande, eh? Good friend Todd. Yeah, if you can't beat him, just make fun of him, you know. Feels good at least. Feels good.